Now we play Kiev. It's 2 deals and 8. 2 rounds and 8 deals. 2 of our opponents have green belts, 1 has brown. And all are usual players. At the portal, no newbies. And the east possibly has difficult hand. What we may do with this hand, I think it will be some chows. Chows, yes, and we discard the useless honors. Other players discard the same, except the opposite player who discards dots. Maybe she... yes, let's take it. We close the bad waiting, so to say, edge waiting. I think this chow will be useful for me. We may think about mixed straight. We have 7, 8, 9 in dots and 4, 5 in bams. So we'll need 1, 2, 3 in cracks, and we need to take 2 or 3 from the wall. Or maybe it will be mixed triple chow. Around 5s. Mixed triple chow, mixed shifted chows. They walk together very often. Someone says that mixed triple chow is elder sister and mixed shifted chows is junior sister. The opposite player began to discard honors. She wants to collect bams, very possibly. Now she just discards not perspective honors. That's this. Discard. We'll hardly go for pure straight and bams. And I hope for something in cracks. 4. 3, 4, 5. Okay, no. I hope something will come to middle tiles. 3, 4, 5 maybe in all 3 suits. 2. Okay, we won't need this 5. And I think 2 1s bams may be discarded as well, because we have a pair of 8s and we have 4th set. 7, 8, 9 already melded. What about other players? The player to our right also that's it. Okay, nevertheless it's the main plan returned to mixed straight. but we didn't make errors, mistakes so far. And discard this. I may take pawn of eights. Yes, this. So I'm now one step from ready hand. Hanchan, as Japanese say in Reichi. I need 6 bams and 3 cracks. As long as our plans are determined, let's think about others' hands. The player to our left possibly collects low over 4. And he may give us another 6 bams, but hardly 3 cracks. One 3 cracks we see to the right. Chow. The opposite player. Maybe she wanted to collect chows from the beginning. Just discarded some tiles, trying to confuse us. Trying to show that she wants something different. Completely different. Well, nobody wants the last west wind. What about the last 3 bams? If I take the last 3 by self, it will be last tile. No owner's pawn of terminals. 6, self 7, and nothing else. I can't take 3 bams even by self from the wall. I want only 6 bams. And the player to our left began to discard lowers. It may mean he's already close to victory. No. This was the last one. Yes? Yes. Chow. Lucky. Yes. As I told, he was close to ready hand. And the opposite player already was ready. She waited for 9 or 6 bams, and the player to our right wanted some chows on concealed hand. But he wasn't ready as far as I saw. Now we have low over 4. Okay, let's discard this. All these honors are totally useless. And we may collect mixed triple chow and lower 4. But as long as it may be mixed triple chow, there is no necessity of lowers. We may pick a good pair like 9 bams or 7 dots, and it will be pair for our main fan mixed triple chow or mixed shifted chows. So without some good reasons, I won't go for low over 4 as a main fan. If we had some pairs in lowers, yes, then we could meld 4s or this one, 4s or 1s or 3s, but no pairs. We see chow hand here. And the player to our right possibly collects bams. Okay. So I think I don't want to give him some bams. When I say that someone collects bams, I mean of course half flush in some suit. There may be some honors of course as well, but the main suit is evident. Huh. And the opposite player discards all suits but no honors. Maybe she has some wins. She wants to make maybe big 3 wins or something like it. Okay. And also I'll hardly need 4 cracks. But I don't have 4th set. I play to our left, discarded 9 bams, but then opened Chow. Okay, let's take this. Discard this. I hope that 9 cracks will be useless for other players, so they'll discard it finally. And I'll take this pair, or maybe 7 if it comes from the wall. Let's wait, we see 2, 3 cracks to the opposite. 9, okay. There is also one more 9 cracks possibly in the wall. And the player to our opposite to us already discards honors. 7, no. It's the last 7. Looks like all players have not very good hands. 3. Let's cut this. You see the player to our right haven't discarded single bam at all. Yes, this one and this. He may take it at something like 6, 7, 8, as long as all 9s are on the table. Or maybe Pong, or maybe he wants a pair of 7s. No, I don't need it. 4. Well, at least it's safe. Yes, other players may suspect we wait 3. Not only as for pair, but that was our self. So the player to our right may have only 1 7 in something like 6, 7, 8. who needs the last 3 bams? Even if he wants to defend, nevertheless, he'll hardly find any use for it. And 5 dots. Okay. Five dots may be even more dangerous. He didn't take the 3. And maybe he already has something 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. But 5 may be dangerous against all our opponents. I'd better discard safe tiles. Yes, this is mine. Haha, you see, full flush to the opposite. She waited for 2 or 9, yes, and the full flush to the right. Well, good players collect good hands. Now, what's this? 3 pairs. But we may consider pure shifted chows and dots. You see 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. We need one more tile to be sure of it. And we have 3 pairs, but I don't think about 3 dots as a pair. It will belong to different chows, this pair. Or what can be another plan? 4, 5, 6 in BAMs. No, it's too far. We need something 2, 3 cracks to think about. Some mixed chows, mixed shifted chows, mixed triple chows. Let's take this 3, 4, 5. We had 3 variants and we need to pick only one needed for us. This one is at least the most flexible in this case, because we may take 4, 5, 6 in BAMs and then wait for something like 2, 3, 4 in cracks. Or no, or maybe, but no, we don't have such cracks. I think I'd discard 1 cracks sooner or later, possibly sooner. Maybe I'll declare chow 5, 6, 7 BAMs. This one. Okay. It's kind of bluff. You see, I don't have something complete, something firm, yes? I'm just bluffing, trying to make pure shifted chows and dots, but not having tiles for the final chow 5, 6, 7. I have only 6 and it's clearly not enough. Anyway, okay, I wanted to discard it, so this will go. 3 BAMs will be discarded soon because it can hardly be of any use with 4 BAMs discarded to the right and nothing else. As long as we want 2 4s as eyes for the final structure. 3s. Okay. If something like second 6 dots will come, we may think about, no, we may not think about this because we already opened 2 chows. No. And the player to our right haven't discarded cracks. Maybe he wants to make pure straight and cracks, or something like pure shifted chows. And he doesn't want to meld. That's bad for us. Maybe I'll be able to make a melded hand. Let's wait. With this pang of ones comes a possibility to rob a con. If I'll make now something. Something like ready hand. I'll be able to take maybe it will be some small fan hand. 1. No, I already discarded, and I'd like, it was mixed shifted chows, but on fully concealed hand. Behold the power of self, so to say. Our tiles, well, somewhere they were. Many was to the right. Many were to the right. Many of our tiles. Now, what we can see, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. We have 1 pair in dots. We have 2 chows. And it may be what? It may be 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5 in dots. 4, 5, 6 in cracks. 9. Let's discuss this. I hope for something like 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. 2 is useless now, but I think 3 will be more useful. Or maybe something will come in dots, 3 or 5, and 6 dots, pair of 6 dots will be eyes. But another eyes, we see 9 BAMs. and we play it to our... Okay, let's do this. We wait in 2 holes. But I think at least 5 dots will be discarded by the player to our right, to our left, sorry, to our left, and I'll take it for chow. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, no, another 4. No, I don't think about pure straight. It's good, but I doubt I'll get enough. Okay. I doubt I'll get enough tiles for it. The player 5. Let's see. The player opposite to us opened 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. It may mean she wants 3, 4, 5 in bands. And you see, pang of 1 bands was open to the right. That means we will hardly have another 1 bams for pure straight. No. Fours. 3 fours we see opened. Not very good. I take 1, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay, this. So I wait for 1 cracks. Or if it will be the last 4, let's think about it. The last 4. Concealed handle chows, last tile, yes. I take even the last 4 cracks. So my waiting is really two-sided. Last 4 cracks or usual 1 cracks. No. Who needs this last 4 cracks? Who may need it and hold it? Maybe the player to our left. How many 5s we see? 1, 2, 3, and 3s. 2. Yes, I take it. Yes, we see 1 4 to our right. Maybe he planned to discard it finally. He wanted to make all types and waited for another west, and 4 wasn't needed. But we took a regular hand, mixed shifted chows instead of small fan on the last tile. We changed seats you could notice that the player that was to my right now is to my left. And we see something like, okay, not a very popular move. I don't know what it will be, either all types or half flush. So I'd like to have some options. Or maybe I just don't like half flush. Not a very not a universal hand, so to say. If we had some good forms, or some may say vertices for it, okay, it's better to make all types. Maybe 2 4 dots will be eyes. And the player to our left. No, not now. Doesn't want to discard honors. Possibly he collects BAMs.
Ciao.
BAMs, and this may mean we won't take 2 from him. We took it from the wall, okay. That's good. Oh, so quick. He waited for a pair, and we had no way to know what he wants. He discarded 3 and 1 and waited for 2. Well, a quick plan that was. And now we have some potential for pure straight in BAMs. Let's try to take it. So I'll get to the first place, or maybe become more close to the first place after this deal. We need 3, 5, 9. 3, 5, 9. You may think about knitting here, but I don't have enough tiles. I mean knitted straight with 4th set and a pair. We have 1, 4, 7, 2. Okay, let's discard this. And the player to our left also opens BAMs. Maybe he wants to collect upper tiles. Maybe I'll try to make half flush in BAMs, of course. 2 our wins, C2 wins discarded, and that's curious. This will be our pair, obviously. So I think I'll make what can be done with this hand. I take,
Chow.
for example, 3 dots, discard 1 BAMS. No, it's third. Concealed hand 2, pang of whites another 2, 4. Okay, as long as it came from the wall, I'd better hope for half flush and possibly pure straight. And about that plan, I didn't finish that counting, but I don't think there were enough points. Okay, so the ideal outcome will be 9 BAMs. Yes. Not as quick as the previous deal, but nevertheless it's some good points. So we shortened the distance. We have now 30 points between us. Yes, I need 30 points to get to reach the first place, and this means it will be any mahjong, any hand. Any valid mahjong will give me enough points if I take it, so then I'll be the first and the player to my left will be second. Now what we see here, we see 3 pairs, and these 3 pairs are all reversible tiles. I hope you remember this fan, not very popular, but sometimes it comes. On the other hand, I don't want to discard good form in cracks. 2-3 may become 2-3-4 or 1-3, and I'll collect some mixed chows. I'll discard this and then 6 cracks, but I'd rather hold 2-3 for a while. And we see already 5 forms for reversible tiles, but no one of them is complete. If someone discards useful tiles, I'll take them. Okay, let's go for reversibles. Another reversible tile scheme, so I may open 5 from the left now. Looks like looks like the opposite player collects outside hand, and the player to my left collects BAMs, and the player to my right collects half flush in cracks. But I don't plan to give him more cracks. 8. Okay, this one is isolated, and it was safe to discard for now against the opposite player. She could need it. Now I'm great. I'm ready for reversible. I need 2 dots in a hole, but who may need it? Two dots maybe. Yes, I take it. Unlucky opposite player. She didn't take single mahjong and only feeds in other hands. So as I told, I am the first now, and the player to my left is the second, but distance is insignificant. 13 points, which means he can make any mahjong and win the table. So it's competition between me and him. And he'll be fighting what we see now, lower 4. Yes. As long as he controls me, he's to my left, so he chooses what to discard under me. I need to make a quick hand and wait for a tile from any player, not depend on him. Okay. I take call. Now it becomes somewhat complicated because I have only one another form and I don't have a pair. I hastily opened pawn go fours, hoping for this one. As long as the player to my right doesn't need 4 and 3 dots, and he collects possibly bams, I think I'll count for 3 dots from him or from someone else. I'm ready. And the question is, how ready is the player to my left? The second place. Looks safe. All players already see my melded sets and they can suggest my plans. But I now have not enough sets to change my weighting. If I'll take 1 cracks, I think I'll discard 3 dots and wait for either 1 or 4. But I just need to take this 1. Players may discard these 3 dots because they may think I won't need another 3 dots as long as I have 1 in my melded set. But of course it may be considered as dangerous. Okay, it was safe. Generally saying, taking 1 cracks may open me a way to change my pair weighting. Yes, I may collect mixed triple chow. Who's it? Yes, mixed triple chow and wait for any pair, not just 3. 2 is even less perspective. That was the last 2. Yes, nice. He was ready, you see, but he waited for 6 in a hole. Okay, first place, and I take the bank. He was ready at half flush. Yes, he wanted to make it, and I think he was not happy to see 3 nines in his discard. He didn't need them, but they came 3, so he could make another pung of them. The player to our right collected pungs, but with the prevalent wind, so he wanted to declare south winds, discard green, and wait for something, maybe even double pung, 2 pungs of terminals, 9 bams and 9 dots. And the opposite player wanted to collect another outside hand. I wonder why she wanted to make it, because on the last place you want to make something more expensive, so to say. What did she had in her discard? Maybe even she would make something like half flush, but what can be done with this hand at this stage of the game? Very little. Well, thanks all. That was cunning waiting for a 3 for this pair. Not a very good practice, of course, to wait for a pair single wait. Sometimes you have to do it. And where were all ones? All 1 cracks. 1 was to the opposite, and others were in the wall. Okay. And you see, I couldn't hope for another 4 cracks because it was pung of 4 cracks to the right. That's it.